tight at the top of the table over in the Ederblade on the shader Eredivisie. As of course, that's PSV breathing down the necks of Ajax. But who's going to take control this weekend? We'll take a little look. NEC. Video. Today we look forward to match day number 26, Ederblade 26, of course, over in the Dutchlands, and we'll get to that in just one second. If you're new, where you been? Smash your subscribe button and keep your bang out today. All things Rovers related, Eredivisie related, world football related. We're going to all here, boys, under one Rooski. That's right, 2 points the difference between Ajax and PSV, but of course, PSV can leapfrog the juggernauts this weekend if they were to get a little bit of lady luck, and of course, results going their way. We'll take a look at it, all of it, in a minute. Of course, big shout out to my VIPs, they're the Pictions guys. Thank you for your love, of course, behind the scenes. But anyway, let's jump in the deep end, of course, and revisit last weekend's action then, shall we? Here we go. Ajax, close enough anyway. Of course, 3-2 wins over Waalwijk, just enough over the line there. 3-0 win was my pick. Meanwhile, Feyenoord against Groningen was a draw. Of course, drop points there for Feyenoord in the race for third in the table. Meanwhile, of course, Fortuna Sittard lost at home to PEC Zwolle, 1-0 loss in the end. Go ahead, Eagles picked up a draw against Utrecht. Of course, 1-1 on that one. NEC Nijmegen lost, of course. AC Alkmaar now up to, of course, fourth. 1 point behind, of course, Feyenoord for third in the table. PSV Eindhoven kept up their ways at the end of the deal. They're 3-1 winners over Heracles Almelo. Twente, of course, doing the business with a 1-0 win over Cambuur. Of course, moving up to, where are they? Fifth in the table now, looking very, very good. And maybe even a push for third themselves. I can get off all Vitesse Army at Sparta was postponed. We'll do that again. Not too sure why, but of course, the game was started, but it was postponed. If you know, let me know down below. I'd like to know why that took place. Wilhelm Twee, of course, did pick up a draw against Heerenveen. Of course, that's, of course, the state of play last time around. What about, of course, the state of play this time around? Well, this is the table right here, right now. Like I said, not like I said, but like I said, 2 points clear is Ajax over PSV in second spot. Feyenoord, of course, in third for the time being. Anyway, AZ Alkmaar to fourth, down at the table. Sparta, Rotterdam going down. Sittard are going to join them. PEC Zwolle are in that relegation playoff at the moment, but of course, it could all change still. Let's take a little look at the leaderboard then, shall we? Here you go. Take a bloody bow. Vinny Hong, 7 points on the board there for you. Well done, Chief. And of course, big shout out to the patrons as well for doing the business. Of course, to take a look at, of course, the mini leaderboard for the second half of the season. Well, it is Duran, 44 points, 45 points on the board for them. And of course, Russell Foster in second with Vinny Hong in third in the table. That's, of course, the state of play there. Of course, we're now going to jump in the deep end, of course, for the next round of matches. But if you want to get involved, right here, cut your 4 shots Dutch. It is free. Get in amongst it. Get your name in lights as well. So that's that state of play there. These are the games, I believe. So we're going to jump in the deep end with, of course, a bit of a belter to kick us all off. Is AZ Alkmaar against FC Twente, of course, taking place on Sunday, March the 13th. Now, these two sides have played each other 52 times since 1996. 22 wins for AZ, 20 wins for Twente, of course, 10 draws, of course. AZ Alkmaar, they're 83% form for them right now, just one defeat the past 6 up against the 20 side, just one defeat past 6 for them, 75% form for them at the moment. Of course, last time around, though, in AZ, it was a 4-1 win. That was back in March 2021. That was a 4-1 win for AZ. The reverse fixture in Twente was a 3-1 win back in September. Of course, they also played each other in the Cup, the KNV back about in the round of 16, and AZ Alkmaar picked up the win over in Twente last time around. Of course, Twente coming on the back of a 1-0 win over Cambuur. Of course, AZ Alkmaar with a 3-1 win over Nijmegen. Of course, AZ Alkmaar also in action midweek. They're going to be taking on Bud Glimmet, of course, in the Champions of Europa Conference. Bullshit. And of course, they'll have a busy old resume. That's the odds here. 7-4 honours your AZ, 3-1 is your 92 is your away when that is 20. I'm going to go with the draw here. Of course, I'm backing my boys, back in the project, and hopefully backing a cheeky result in the end. Kicking off forwards, Groningen. They're going to be taking on NEC Nijmegen, of course, over in Groningen on the Saturday, March the 12th. Now, these two sides have played each other 47 times since 1995. 15 wins to Groningen, 17 wins to Nijmegen, and 15 draws, of course. Just one defeat done the past 6 games to Groningen right now, 67% form up against the Nijmegen side, which just won in 6, 33% form for them at the moment. Of course, last time around, though, in Groningen, it was in the league, it was a 2-0 win. Of course, back in April 2017, 2-0 win it was. Meanwhile, they also played each other in the KNV Becker also this season. Back in January, it was a 2-1 win for Nijmegen in Groningen. Wow, wee wow. And the reverse fixture, back in Nijmegen, it was a 3-0 win for Nijmegen as well. Goodness gracious me. So Nijmegen, just one defeat the past 6 against Groningen over the course of about 6 or 7 years, of course. Groningen are picking up a draw against Feyenoord, of course. Nijmegen Nijmegen losing to AZ Alkmaar last time around. The odds on this one then, 2019 on is your Groningen, 3-1 is your away win. That's NEC. NEC. That's Nijmegen, and of course, and 25 is your draw. Bloody. I'm going to go with a 1-0 win for Groningen on this one, despite the recent run of events. Kicking off was Utrecht up against PSV, taking place over in Utrecht on Sunday, March the 13th. Of course, now these two sides have played 60 times since 1993. 5 wins at Utrecht, 45 wins PSV, and 10 draws. Just one defeat in the past 6 games for Utrecht right now, 67% form. Up against the PSV side, who've won 5 of the past 6, 92% form for them at the moment. Of course, last time around in Utrecht, it was a draw back in May 2021. The reverse fixture, though, in PSV was, of course, a 4-1 win back in December. Utrecht with a draw against Go Ahead Eagles, PSV with a 3-1 win over Almelo on this one. The odds, what are we looking at here? Of course, PSV coming at you. I can't see it. There they are. Utrecht 23-10 for the victory, 30-5 short, and 21-20 is your away win. If I go on with a draw here, no, 3-2 win in the end, just enough over the line. PSV will maintain the top 2 status, and maybe even go top of the league, depending on what goes on with Ajax, of course. Kicking off forward is Fortuna Sittard up against Willem Twee, of course, taking place on, of course, Sunday, Sonntag, March the 13th. Of course, they played each other 26 times in 1996. 8 wins to Sittard, 11 wins to Willem, and 7 draws. 2 wins in the past 6 games to Sittard right now, 33% form up against the Willem side, who have picked up just 1 win in the past 6, 25% form for them at the moment. Of course, last time around, though, in, of course, Sittard, it was a 3-2 win for Sittard. That was back in December 2020. The reverse fixture in October, back in Willem, of course, was a 1-1 draw moving forward. Let's take a look at the recent events then, shall we? Of course, Sittard's coming to this on the back of a 1-0 loss against Zwolle. Willem with a 0-0 draw against Heerenveen. They haven't scored in the last 4 games. Goodness gracious me. The odds on this one then, shall we? Sittard 11-8 for the victory, 2-1 is your way win. That's Willem, of course, 23-10 is your bloody draw. Going to back the Sittard here with a 1-0 win and another goalless affair for Willem. Kicking off forward, it's Heracles Almelo up against Vitesse Arnhem. Of course, that'll take place, hopefully, on Sonntag, the March the 13th, of course. Played each other, according to my eyes, 35 times, 5, 6 wins at Almelo, 18 wins at Vitesse, and 11 draws. Of course, Heracles, though, coming into this win, 1-3, lost 3, 50% form up against Vitesse Arnhem, side unbeaten in the last 3, picking up 2 wins in succession, 42% form for them at the moment. Of course, last time around, though, in Heracles, of course, there was a 2-win for Vitesse back in January 2021. The reverse fixture in Vitesse, of course, was a 2-1 win for Vitesse. That was back in, of course, December the 12th. Of course, coming at you, though, Vitesse picking up a 4-1 win over Nijmegen. Of course, Almelo losing to PSV last time around. The odds on this one, we have Heracles, of course, 31-20 for the victory, 23-10 is your draw, 17-10 is your away win here. Going to go with a 1-0 win for the away boys. That's Vitesse, whatever you want to call it. They'll take the points in the end. PEC Zwolle, of course, taking on, of course, final. That's right, coming at you on Sonntag as well. 25 times they played since 2002. 5 wins for Zwolle, 18 wins for Feyenoord, and 2 draws. Just 1 defeat in the past 6 for Zwolle right now. 67% form up against the Feyenoord side, who are back-to-back games without a win. 75% form for them at the moment. Of course, last time around in Zwolle, it was a 2-0 win for Feyenoord. That's back in September 2020. The reverse fixture in Feyenoord back in November was a 4-0 win for Feyenoord as well. So Feyenoord picking up 3 wins in succession over Zwolle. Haven't conceded a goal against them in the last 3, and coming into 7 goals without return over the course of those 3 games, which works out around about 2.5 goals a game ratio, something about along those lines. Feyenoord picking up a draw against Groningen. Zwolle picking up a 1-0 win over Sittard, of course, heading into this one. Looking at the odds, PSC, of course, 7-1 for the victory. 5-2 on is your Feyenoord, and 7-2 is your draw here. Going to go with a 2-0 win for Feyenoord, another clean sheet, and of course, another 3 points in the end. Into the final 3 now. We have RKC Waalwijk up against Heerenveen, of course. Looking forward to this one. Over at the Mandamakers Stadium, played each other 40 times since 1993. 6 wins to Waalwijk, 23 wins to Heerenveen, and 11 draws, of course. Coming at you though, Waalwijk just 8% form for them without a win in at least 6 games, of course. Just 1 draw of the last 6. That's the highlight. Meanwhile, same can be said for Heerenveen. Just 1 draw of the last 6. They haven't won in the last 9 games. Goodness gracious me. Meanwhile, of course, last time I played that over in Waalwijk, it was a 1-1 draw. That's back in November 2020. The reverse fixture in Heerenveen back in, of course, August. Matchday number 2, that was a 3-2 win for Heerenveen as well. Heerenveen with a 0-0 draw against Willem, of course. Waalwijk with the narrow loss against Ajax, 3-2 in the end. The odds on this one, then, shall we? What are we looking at here? We are looking at Waalwijk, of course. They are 13-8 for the victory, 23-10 is your draw, 13-8 is your away win as well. Going to back the Heerenveen here, 1-0 win. They've got to get a win someday, and it's going to be now. Kicking off forward is Cambuur against Ajax, of course, the leaders, of course, on Vrijdag, 11th of March, played each other 14 times since 1993, 2 wins for Cambuur, 11 wins for Ajax, and 1 draw. Of course, Cambuur, though, just 1 win in the past 6, 17% form, up against the Ajax side, just 1 defeat past 6 as well, in all competitions, 75% form for them at the moment. Of course, last time around, though, in Cambuur, it's a 2-1 win for Cambuur, in the KMB Becker, Cambuur knocking out Ajax. However, they also played each other in the league, back in, of course, no, they didn't, they've not played each other in the league, the last time they played each other, in the league in Cambuur was a 1-0 win for Ajax back in April 2016. The reverse fixture, though, in Amsterdam was a 9-0 win for Ajax. Wow. So that KMV Becker's bullshit. Scrap that KMV Becker. That was, of course, quite a few years ago. So they didn't play them. So they didn't knock them out. Whatever. Anyway, Cambuur coming into this on the back of a loss against Twente. Of course, Waalwijk with a 3-2 loss to Ajax as well, heading into this one. Look at the odds then. Of course, Cambuur 11-1 for the victory, 6-1 on is your Ajax. Of course, 7-1 is your draw. I'm going to back Ajax here, aren't I? 3-0 win in the end to take it to the house. And then finally, in Sparta, Rotterdam up against Go Ahead Eagles, coming at you on Samstag, March the 12th. Now, these two sides have played 26 times since 1993. 17 wins for Sparta, 5 wins to Go Ahead Eagles, and 4 draws. Just one win, though, in the last 6 for Sparta right now, 33% form, up against the Go Ahead Eagles side, who, of course, 50% form, 1-2, lost 2, drawn 2 with the last 6. Goodness gracious me. Last time around, though, in Sparta, it was a 6-1 win for Sparta. That was back in February 2019. The reverse fixture at Go Ahead Eagles was a 2-0 win for Go Ahead Eagles back in August. Go Ahead Eagles picking up a draw against Utrecht. Last time around, Sparta did lose to PSV. Coming at you, though, the odds even Stevens is Sparta 14-5 is your way win. Let's Go Ahead Eagles, and 12-5 is your bloody draw. Gonna go 2-1 win for Sparta. Get the win, get moving, of course, and try and save your season. So 2-1 win in the end for me on this one. Be sure to get your own picks as well. Cut your Dutch, and of course, we'll see you back around next time around. If you want to be in the hot seat to represent this channel, of course, doing Dutch predictions in the future, get involved with me down below. Or better still, follow me on Twitter. Direct message me that way, and we could, of course, ease you on in cameos and stuff like that. And of course, it will hopefully turn you into the new face of the place for the Dutch leagues. If not, though, we were going to have to revisit this league at the end of the season. So save the Dutch league. That's what it's all about. Save the Dutch league. Can you save the Dutch league if you sit in the hot seat? Help me to help you. Help you to help me. That sort of stuff. But anyway, that's it. Make sure you smash the thumbs up, smash the subscribe. See you soon for the next. Until then, dudes, we're done for now.